Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Grandpa. We're playing Valheim. Conrad finished his first trip into the mountains with a little success. We found two silver mines on top of each other. We've got 100 some silver to bring down the mountain. But before we do that, I think we're going to grab the boat, head over to where we got stuff here we don't want. Let's get rid of this. And 50 stone. I'm gonna set that outside for now. Was gonna use it to help get down the mountain, but instead, I think we'll go pack up the swamp camp and bring it back this way. Probably bring 30 iron up to the house, or whatever I can carry. Doggone it, I really want to find, especially now we're hauling this stuff a long way, I really want to find the vendor. We're already carrying too much, so we got to put the wood down that we've got. Excuse me, now we're still too much. 20 pounds over. We won't need the, well, we could use the harpoon if we ran into a serpent. We shouldn't need the hoe, we shouldn't need the axe, we probably don't need a pick. But that still is 13 over. What are we carrying that's so heavy? We can put these forward with those. We've got 9 to go. We got 8 boar meat we don't need. 1 more pound to drop. We're not going to be in the mountains, so let's get rid of our potion. And we just barely make it there. Alright. Just temporarily, let's go ahead and set this to West Shore. Don't think we'll need it or use it, but come on. Come on, West Shore. There we go. So, excuse me. Hopefully that medicine kicks in and his throat clears up real soon. We'll just come out here, put the boat in the water. And we managed to not hit a rock, that's good. Let's see if we can... Huh, that was not what I expected. I don't know if I can carry all this that far, but let's find out. We need, we'll leave that. Lose a little weight that way. Getting close, getting close. I don't want to swim. Put that boat down. Come on, it's right there. It's right there. We'll die like this. Come on, put the boat down. There's the storage. Let me have it. Gee, Merry Christmas. There. That wasn't so hard. Come on. Yep, we're going to quickly run out of enough weight. Carrying too much already. Holy cow. Drop 8 pounds, 80 pounds. Don't know that I need the rocks. Could we actually run out of storage slots? I sure hope not. But we're going to. Look at that. You know what? Let's pack some of this stuff up that we aren't going to need. And let's just take it to the other place. If we decide we need this stuff, we can port to it and grab it. Hopefully we can find room for it here because this storage is filling up. But I'm hoping a lot of it we can just make stacks. Getting there. What? I thought we lost something we shouldn't have. That should be the food, so that's fine. Alright. And flint, we don't have room for more flint arrows. Guess we should go plant these 17 trees. But even that's not a long-term solution. Do we have room? No, that's full. Where's our... There they are. Well, one. Trade that. Let's see what I can do here. That's a boat. That's... Well, no, that's just not enough. We're just running out of storage. It's full, that's almost full. My gosh. that stone in 2 places, and I think that's going to make 50, so we'll put that outside. And that's 50, so we're full up there. Grayling. I'm not going to be able to find half my tools now. Don't have a whole lot of places to put things. We're just running out of space quickly. And that's partially why we're doing what we're doing right now. Is we're gonna make some storage out of iron chests. That was too much, okay. Alright, so we want to go to West Shore and drop stuff off, but we also want to go clear up here. Is it easier just to sail up here and over? I think it is. But then we don't get any back over here. But I think that's what we're going to do. We'll sail straight up here and then straight over here. Right through this narrows. That's going to be fun. Alright, I thought we were moving. Let's get out of here. So if we're going to go straight up, we're going to go out here and take a left. Far into the wind as we can get without losing the wind. Oh, it's shifting on us. So, this should be good as soon as we're heading due north. As long as we clear that point right there, I think we're on the right course. So the first thing we're going to have to do once we get there is expand that base so that we got enough room to put in the forge and all the other related pieces that go with it. Don't want to set it outside in the Black Forest, just in case. We're also going to have different raids now that we've beaten bone mass. I think we're got to adjust our course a little bit here. We're still in good shape though. So now that we've beaten bone mass, we're going to get raids from the mountains. And that could be wolves, drakes, or bats. Haven't seen the bats yet, but when we go in the frozen caverns, that's when we'll see the bats. And wouldn't be boat travel without a little rain. And this is not the swamp, this is a storm. Feels like as the wind shifts to more west-east that we slow down than when it's directly behind us. But it could just be that there's nothing in sight to mark the travel speed. And I think we need to readjust course here a little bit. Yep. I don't know how that works. It feels like our course floats even though we are staying straight ahead. But now we want to aim for that point right there, which should be right about here. Getting through those narrows will be interesting. I don't know if we did that with the big boat last time. Maybe we did. Hopefully we don't get there in the night because it's so hard to see. I feel like we've drifted off course again. But I think we're making good shape. We're in good shape. Luckily, the seas aren't too rough right now. I really don't want to have any problems with having such a full cargo load. Got 5 minutes left on the wolf meat. We're going to have to eat some more. I wonder if we should, yeah, we should look at getting that cooking table upgrade so that we've got mountain tier food. So if the weather holds, I plan on sailing through the night. Alright, we'll make a slight readjustment here, not too much. We're gonna clear that easily. So maybe we should just go ahead and adjust a little bit more. Getting full on dark now. And we're going to go through those narrows when we can't see anything. There's the point. Now, do we have one more, or is this... We should turn, I guess. Yeah, overshot it. Let's slow down a little bit. This is going to be challenging at night. Looking to see if we had any wood on us. We'll have to get wood out of the... Alright, there's rocks. How do we split this? And there's a troll. How handy is that? Please don't see us. No, 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 no. Stay over there. And deer meat. I think we cleared the troll. Now we gotta clear the bear. And another troll. We're not going to clear him. Nope. See if I can get his attention. Alright. Now we wish we had brought those healing potions. This will be fun. No, we're gonna die here. I don't want to die here. Don't know what I'm gonna do, but I definitely don't want to die here. And I don't want to lose our boat full of cargo. Out of stamina. Oh my god. We are definitely in trouble. Well. Worst comes to worst, we hide. And try to get our health back. We don't have rocks to make a fire, so we can't get our rested bonus. We could at least dry off and get our full health back. And we can eat a little more. And then we could use our ether power and try to kite him. And hopefully he hasn't destroyed our boat in the meantime. But he probably has. In fact, we should go check. Come on, let's get rid of that wet bonus. Boy, 2 trolls and a bear. And we almost cleared them. So he's just standing there. Can we see the mast of the boat? He destroyed the that's either the boat or that is the skeletons. Can we see the mast of the boat? Holy cow. How wrong can things go? There's the bear, and he's kind of lost interest. Hey, you need a copper deposit. Got one. There's a brute. That doesn't bother me too much. Let's try not to get wet again. Work our way around to where we could see. Nah. Gonna have to go swimming, it looks like, to get there. Want to try to get an angle and see if the boat's there or did it get destroyed. I think it must have gotten destroyed. I think I should be able to see the mast. But I'm at a loss. I suppose we just take out the threats one by one. Oh shucks. And I wondered if I would regret not bringing those tools. And right now I'd like to have the pick so I can get rocks, but like I could just break up that big rock. But we can always wander around and pick up rocks the old-fashioned way. Alright, we're gonna go back to that cave burial chamber and get our rested buff. There's the bear. Kid, you bugging me. Where's that burial chamber? Boy, I feel like I have a... There's that guy. There's that burial chamber right there. Is that our boat? I don't think that's the boat, but I don't see the boat. Well, let's see what we can do here. We've always got the little boat. If we get killed here, we would launch the little boat from... Where's home? There's home. So I guess we would have to carry them to the west shore and launch it from there. Travel up. I don't know where this... should be able to go through there. I just don't know. We've never tried it. I don't know. Alright. Let's eat a sausage. And we're going to have to try to take him out. And we're going to have to swim over there to do it. Which will give us the wet debuff. Or we bring him to us. Easier than I expected. Since I don't see the mast, I'm wondering, that can't be the boat. It's just not enough stuff there for it to be the boat. That's not the boat. And that's not the boat. So we got a bunch of rock that's not the boat. There's the boat. Cargo's floating out there in the water. And we probably aren't going to be able to get the nails. If that's the case, we're probably not going to be able to get a lot of stuff. So this is going to take some work. We're going to build a platform out into the water and pick that stuff up slowly, because that's going to take some time. And then we're going to try to jump into the water, dive, and by jumping into the water it allows to sink down and maybe grab the nails. And this is a royal pain in the butt. Just a royal pain. There's the nails. Let's go to work. We don't have an axe. Oh my god. What a setback. We don't have an axe. What land? Oh. Well, I do believe we are on the island where the home is, so at this point we're going to have to run home. The start is not connected to the house because we switched it. So I guess that's it. I guess we run home. Wait. That's not all of it yet. Let's see. 8. We're not quite there yet. If we can get the fine wood that's in the water, we can use that to make a portal, and then we can portal home and grab our tools. So let's not carry that and that. That's part of the boat. That and that is both parts of the boat. What else do we got that's heavy? Nothing. Alright. Let's see. Iron nails. We're able to pick them up. That's fantastic. So now, what are we missing from the boat? It's the deer, the wood, the 40. We can remake the boat right now. Tell me I'm in range. Yes. Okay. Let's walk out a little further. Miscellaneous, and there's the boat. Oh my god. Repair. Jump for it. Okay. Can almost get there. Take off, and that's right at weight. $40 stone, 10 certainly cores, 28. Yeah, don't need to say everything. Okay, you get the idea. Wasn't that just a fantastic disaster? Come on. So close. Wrong way. I think that's everything. No, there looks like there's something right here. And now we're carrying too much, which that could kill us. Let's pull something out that's light. What's the lightest stuff we got? 4 wood's not bad. And that, I suppose. And there's some more down there. Wonder why that didn't go in boxes like the rest. Alright, I'm going to back it up a little bit. Just want to see if we... Did we leave anything else down there? I don't see anything. Oh, get out of the water before you die. Gonna start gulping. Watch our health drop. There we go. Let's see what we got up here now. 22 stone that we don't need. No, we don't need it. There's just no reason. Let's take this wood. And let's head out again. Who knows what we lost, but I hope we got it all back. I think we've got enough fine wood to make a portal. We don't have enough eyes, but we could go collect them. I think we'll do that. Because not having our axe was kind of a real pain. So, we just need some gray dwarves. Ten of them to be exact. Well, you'd think there'd be some right here. But instead, it's skeletons. Got a couple up there, but they aren't going to do us any good. Let's grab 5 stone, just in case. I hear one. It's not that direction. I think he's to my right. There he is. You gonna do us a solid? Drop us an eye? No eye. How about you? No eye. And we got 2 now. We'll probably find another troll. Nice big copper vein if we wanted one. Plenty of deer. It's a good indication that there might not be a... What do we need? Deer meat? May not be a bear close by. Is this the little tiny part of the Black Forest? It is. You guys took out a skelly, huh? Alright, we're not going to get many gray dwarfs on this side of the woods. It's too small. There's the bear. Jeez. Unbelievable. Tempted to rest right here, except for we need one more stone. Keep your eye out for one more stone. Ah. He should have an eye or two. And I hear another one. I think I can find a stone along here somewhere. It'd help if I could see. Grayling's not going to really help. There we go. And one extra. Are you Grey Dwarf? No. Shh. He won't come near us because of the fire. Alright, here's the boat. We're up to 6 eyes. Gonna get some wood here off these scrub trees. Looks like there's another brute coming for us. Come on, quit wandering around. How do I keep missing you on that? Eight. In the meantime, we're gonna go with a workbench. And a fire. And let's see. Let's do a 43, 45. Like that. And one like that. And then we come right here and sit down. Are we? I can't see myself. Sit down. Can't tell if I'm sitting. Resting, but no roof. Should be a roof. I'll be dang. What if I add to this with a 45? And a 45. There we go. And we're just going to wait it out. Nice little campfire. I'm bored. I can't sit still that long. Boy, he shot out of here like a bolt, didn't he? We don't get shelter unless we put that back on. That's interesting. How many do I need for a stone axe? However many it is, I got enough. Oh, you guys are just what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. This. Now, if you'll both give me eyes. Hallelujah. Yeah, I switched it. That's what happens when you don't look at what you're doing and you go on muscle memory. This is crazy. Crazy adventures. And that's not where I want to be. Well, that's sad. We'll just freeze to death there. Okay. The other one is pointed to swamp. I guess we don't have one at the house. That wasn't very smart. Guess we're full up on weight. Come on, waves, lift me up. Get me out of here. We could sail headlong into that rock, but... What, there's another rock on the other side of us or something? Sorry about that. I'd be so glad when this cough is gone. Alright, so we're here and we want to be there. So we're pretty close. Little adventure slowed us down a bit, but we're back on track and we're doing alright. Let's zoom out a little bit and maybe the wind will hold long enough to get around the point. Nope. That's weird. We changed directions and the wind didn't move. It's just in our face no matter what we do. That is odd. So there's our portal, if we were to come straight down out of the mountains. So I thought I'd scoot over here and scout the coastline from the boat. But I didn't know we were taking the slow boat to China. I thought if I turned this way far enough I'd get into the wind, but I guess we're not going to. Or maybe we'll finally get it. But look, that is just straight downhill. There's not even a place to build along that shoreline. All right, let's face the wind. We could pick one of those spots and have a little space, but boy, it doesn't look attractive for building at all. Much less trying to get the cart down that hill. That'd be just throw it over the edge and see if it survives. There's the first place that's even close, right up there. No doubt. Alright. The wind is not going to cooperate. So we're pretty close to about as ideal as we can get. Climbing that hill to get back up the mountain. Oh, there's that tower we were looking at as to it was about ready to fall off the edge. So if there was something right along here. Yeah, let's not get that bear any reason to come after us. Where's our tower? Should be able to see it soon. Thought it was right by the water. I think our tower's about right spot for us. It's a little ways from the mountains. That's not at all the way I wanted to turn. Make that turn, come on. Come on. Yeah, don't be throwing rocks at my boat. There's our tower. No, you did. Oh my God. We disconnected that and didn't connect it back. I can't believe I did that. Gonna need a bunch of chests, so let's make some. We'll just throw them underneath the stairs here. Out of wood, but you know, that's kind of the way the old ball bounces. I think we want all the copper, bronze, and tin. We can only take one more plate. One, not three. And then we're over. How much do you weigh? Enough. Alright. Maybe three will be enough. I don't need that here. Or at least I don't need to be carrying it around. Are each of these 10? No, those are 8. Those are 12, so it's equivalent? No, I don't think so. Alright, 150 more. That's 50. I think we can do 7 maybe. Yep. Alright. Oh. Do you recognize that? That's the sound of a bear. Copper, tin, bronze, iron. But this is all going to fill with iron eventually, so let's go ahead and eat. So how many of these can we carry at once? Not 23. Drop 6. One more. 18. It's going to take a lot of trips. No, wait, we want to take probably 60 back to base. So those. Did we say it was 18? I think we did. This sounds more like a troll. Gonna keep that. This is the cart. I guess we could have used the cart. That's... We're taking that back to base. So we've got 65 here and 60 that we're taking back to base. We need some wood. I've got 8 wood. Says I don't have 8 wood. Well, what do I have? 2 wood. Dummy. That'll block the door. I can jump over it. I got another idea. We're not going to be using the bed that often. It is near a fire. That's gotta be a troll. That sound has to be a troll. Though I don't see him. We did see the bear, and he is close by. That's down. I mean, that's up. We want to go down. Where is he? Think that bear's making that sound? I think I don't. Nope, there's the troll. Right by the bear. Alright. So, we want to head. First, I want to see this coastline. It seems like the water has got to continue this way. But I think we kind of checked that all out. So we're going to sail across to here and see if there's a break in that shoreline. And if not, we'll sail around here, through here, to home. So it's that passage right there that's tough. Especially for a bigger boat. We need wood, but I'm not going to stop and chop wood. Just call that troll. I actually want to back up a hair. Go with this angle. Lost the wind, of course. No break there. That's solid. Alright. Someday maybe we'll check out that shipwreck, but by now we really don't get that much out of it. Really rather it wasn't storming. I know we looked at going this way before, and it was real rocky, and we didn't want to risk it, and it looks that way still. Gonna hit, but that's the way it goes. There we go. That's how you do that. Just remember that it swings the back end of the boat. So even though it felt like we were turning it into the rock, moved the back end away from the rock. If that makes any sense at all. So here we go. I'm gonna see if this is river that we can traverse. And let's find some new troll friends. Oh no, I think we can tell it's just a hill. At least on this side. Probably shouldn't have gone this way. That river... I don't know. Here we go. So we want to go all the way around to here. So when we turn that point right there, we should just head straight southwest. I think that's it. Looks pretty close. It's gonna be close right here. Hope the wind holds. And that we can traverse the Narrows. That's this area right down here. Looks like it should be big enough. Of course. And there's the serpent. Nope, just fish. As long as the wind stays in our direction, we can outrun the sea serpent. The longship's fast enough. We're still on course. Looks like it. Getting close to that point on the left. But hopefully not too close. Here comes the sun, maybe? Okay, we can turn a little bit. Midday. That ought to about do it for us. Oh no. Might swing out just a hair. Don't see anything yet. There's a few rocks up ahead. And that's the point. So we'll turn. Follow it around. Coming up on nighttime. Sun will be setting before too long. Gonna lose the wind before we get there. Unless it shifts in our favor. Oh, I wish we would have found the vendor. Yeah, we're gonna lose the wind right about now. Let's see, how far south? We don't want to go south at all. So I guess we lose it because we're turning here. And we'll be in the Narrows at nighttime, of course. At night in the rain. perhaps it'll be morning before we get there. Got the wind back. You know what? We might as well. So, little difference. Maybe we should just, I can't tell. Can't make up my mind. They're both about the same. Gonna slow down a little bit so we can see what we're doing. I believe that's probably where the neck are roosting, but that's what we're going to aim for. Try to get around these rocks here. There we go. we say we could carry? Oh, we got those 10 nails. Let's... Should have dropped those off back there. They weigh 5 pounds. 18. Carry one more. 19. It's going to be at least 4 trips. Or we build the cart. Let's build the cart. Shoot. Alright, just put this guy up here. What do we need, actually? Oh, can't pick anything up because we're carrying the iron. Oh, come on. Where are you? Go back to the boat. Where is the boat? There's the boat. Put the iron back in the bay. Nope, that's the wrong way. That way. That's only 5 pounds. Let's take a look here, and the cart needs 20 wood and a workbench, so that's 30 wood. Are you kidding me? We got 2 stone. Can we pick up a few more? Three stone. And 36 wood, so I think we got enough wood. Just gotta figure out where I was. That's flint. I don't want flint. Drop a stone for me, or 2. 2 would be perfect. No, we only got 3. Thought I saw one there. Guess not. Alright. Good enough. Like to be able to Want to make sure I can get up the hill, but I'm going to put it up here. I don't want it to roll down into the water, which is what it's doing. Might take a minute longer to get there, but 18 I think is what we said. That's too much now because we've got some crap. Where'd it go? There it is. Storage. Get rid of the crap. There's the good stuff. Now, hopefully we can pick up 19. 14. 3. 5. 6 more. Nope. How many is that? 19. Okay. I don't know what that is making that noise. Wow, never any stones when you want them. Big old oak tree. So I guess that's what was making the noise. Little stutter. Seems like there's always a little stutter at the end or the beginning of the day. The system runs through and does a quick check on everything. Thought we'd grab our rested bonus before we head out. Leave that alone. Gonna sit down and get the rested bonus. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about the interruption. Isn't that a serene looking setting? Getting this cart across rough ground is going to be really interesting. See if it even works. Got a little uphill. Alright, here we go. Let's get in position. Do not roll down the hill. There we go. No, I'll get in front of you. Now, that'll be easier. Gotta make our way through these trees and these rocks and not get caught up on anything. Let's zoom in so we can see where we're going. Sprinting will help you get over the bumps. So here's the hard part, is our bridge. Don't think we can even go up it, much less across it. So I guess we'll park it here and carry it in. Grayling. Should know better. I thought we could carry 19. Come on. We picked up a rock somewhere along the way. Okay, now we should be able to get those other two. Yeah. We got some regular wood here. So one of the first things we're going to do is start replacing chests. Oh, we need fine wood for that. Oh, son of a gun. That's the guy down in the ditch. So we won't be making iron chests right away. Frankly, because I don't... Did we not get 19 that time? I don't want to run around and gather up a whole bunch of fine wood. We're going to need a ton of fine wood for that. Maybe we'll cut down all those beautiful trees we planted. Sure. No, that was stupid. That's stupid. Excuse me. Okay, that is the boat. I don't really want to hijack it. That's regular wood. We've got 14 fine wood there. And that's it. Okay. So that means we need fine wood. And I want to get my tools back. We're done running those heavy things around. Just trying to organize things the way I like them and keep up with that. Okay, so let's go get some fine wood. Well, let's go plant some too, because we got plenty to plant. Okay, let's eat. That's a 5 and a 6, and we're out of 5s. Man, we're going through the food. It seems like we're going through it really fast. I suppose that's just the fact that we're doing things that take a lot of time, like sailing around and dying to trolls. So we need to plant, don't we? Okay, we wanted to see if we could make that table and possibly fit it right there. 15 leather scraps and 5 iron. Gonna have to reorganize this room. Raw fish, that's the only thing it gave us. What about? We don't have our pots and pans yet. Well, one thing we can do with raw fish is we've got this in overflow. We'll free up a slot. Big deal. But this is how you make raw fish. Yeah, we could cook that. And it's a decent food. But once we get to the plains, we're going to get a lot better food. Alright, we got to consolidate our tools, and things are getting real sloppy. As to where stuff is, like, I guess our cultivator is out there. Okay, never mind. Don't know how much will get planted, but let's go for it. And there it is. Where's the next one? No, not my pigs. No. Oh. Wasn't watching my own health. And they're gonna kill off my pigs. See, that's a little too punishing me for the game. And we didn't bind. I thought for sure we misspelled it. Oh my god, I'm so frustrated now. Alright, we are so screwed. This is all Black Forest. And we have no weapons. We don't even have a hammer. Do we at least have some wood? Alright, there's a fire going. That's a start. We don't have stone. Yeah, we do. So we can make a hammer. Hammer or stone axe? You got me. We need 5 wood. We need 4 stone. Need 2 more stone. We don't have stone. Come on. There we go. We have the most basic of weapons. Do we have 6 copper? We should have. Four coal. Four stone. Needs a roof. Oh my god. What are we best at? Clubs, 41, looks like it. Yeah, nothing comes close. Yeah, I can't believe they killed off my pigs. That's just... Alright, what do we need for an iron mace? 20 iron. I don't know that we have this leather scraps. Oh, we need level 2 forge, so what's our first upgrade? Bellows, the anvils, we can make the anvils. 5 wood and 2 bronze. We got the 5 wood, we need 2 bronze. $20 and 3. Yeah, that's a lot of iron. 3 skins. Got 1. So an iron mace is out. Two skins for an axe. Actually, the axe is a bronze axe. We need 8 and 2 skins. So we have to find we have to go find a pig in the forest and not die doing it. And what's it take to make a raft? If we could raft across, we might be on our land and we could run there. 6 pigs, 20 wood. Wait a minute. I've got a thought. Can we do this? Yeah, even if that worked, it'd take us to the mountains. Whoops. Why can't I spell? What'd we do? Better than nothing, I suppose. Remember those emergency rations? Gonna come in handy. raid's still going on because it won't finish until we spend so much time in that area. I think that's how it works. Let's come over this side, it's easier. I don't even know how we would defend against that. And we may not even be able to get close to home because we get attacked. Not like we're gonna have the skins on us after we die. The arena. Okay, which way's the house? So we're headed pretty much straight for it. Put that away. Don't want to enter the raid area out of stamina. The idea would be to get our corpse, actually maybe even get inside and set our point. Yeah, we're in trouble. Why are we freezing? Since we're probably gonna die again, let's bind. That's good. Now let's get our corpse. Items recovered. And we can hide for a minute. But not for long. How many arrows we got? 44. Would be good if we could eat any of this stuff besides what we have. We're freezing. Why are we freezing? Oh, come on! I couldn't even... Oh my gosh. Couldn't even move. Alright. We're gonna grab our corpse and drink the freezing potion so we quit freezing. Grab some of our emergency rations before we go out of the door. And this is what I don't like about raids. It's just... it's really brutally punishing. And there's the potion. Okay, at least we'll quit freezing. Holy cow, we're getting blasted. You. Yes. Now you. Took one on the chin there. I think there must be a lot of them. I could use stamina. We're doing better. But yeah, all of our livestock. And you can't put a roof on that to protect them, because they don't. Do they breed under? Maybe you can. I don't know. But this is why I don't do raids. It's just seems brutal. And we'll probably only take this a couple more times before I turn it off. Alright, they broke down part of the house. That's not surprising. I thought it might be worse than this. Why doesn't that look like it's right? Does that look right? Yeah, I guess so. Would probably look better if we went all the way up and down. And then it wouldn't look like it's kind of stuck in the middle. Let's do repairs. Huh. I would have thought there were more repairs. Full inventory. So it you have to be at your base to do all this stuff. You do your workbench to do your forge, do your cooking, your sleeping, well, at least they didn't ruin all our crops. Let's go ahead and get these in the ground. So you got to be at your base to do all this stuff. You can't do it without a workbench. I guess you could make your farm somewhere where there wasn't a workbench. Wasted one there, didn't we? Let's try not to do that again. It should be enough space. Thought the other one was. But then you get punished for being around your base. Well, I'd love to be out adventuring the whole time. But the game practically requires me to have livestock and crops So maybe a thing to do is to build your crops away from your base. Plant your crops away from your base. Raise your livestock away from your base. And that's probably what the YouTube gentleman I was listening to meant when he said don't put your livestock at your base. You know, have a remote base. And even then you could make it a building without a fire, without a workbench. Take the things out that make it susceptible to a raid. Because a raid only happens when you're around a workbench and those kind of items that they qualify. I think a fence and a moat, you're probably safe. You can throw a portal down and just jump there whenever you need to. Maybe we'll do that. I'm gotta get over my disappointment in the raid. Sounds like sour grapes, I know. I guess the only consolation I have is nobody was watching. Gonna get these crops in the ground, look at cleaning up the base a little bit, repairing, and probably call it a night. And I'll be in a better mood tomorrow when the bad taste of the raid's gone. And yeah, part of it is my fault for not taking that advice and putting the animals somewhere else and protecting the animals. I suppose in some ways it's a different game for me now. Playing with raids and without raids. There we go, we got our crops in the ground. Let's go oh my gosh, tore up my beehive. You guys suck. I did one or two myself because you know what? Let's put this stuff down. I'm gonna repair that real quick. Okay, something. Yeah, we're out of food there, aren't we? Gonna need some wood, just a handful. Too much, but I'll try to hurry this along. As long as I'm redoing it. I'm going to redo it in a different way. It was a little too tall, I guess. Well, that didn't line up. Or did it? That looks good. No, that is not better. That's better. Okay. I think we need to get rid of every other one of those. I can't see what I'm doing. Gonna do it in the morning. We need to eat food. What's out there? I think the chest we had out there got destroyed. Yep. Don't know that there was anything in it. I don't know what that other piece of wood was. And where that came from. But let's do some quick repairs over here. No crafting station. There we go. Not seeing any damage. I know the roof got damaged because they were pounded on it. But not as much as I thought. I think we're in pretty good shape. Alright. Now maybe we'll be able to see. This might make it a little easier to get the ones that didn't fall. Set us a little bit behind on honey production, but I wish I could find the Reddit post. I'd love to credit the guy that did this. All I can say is I saw it on Reddit and I tried to go back and find it and I couldn't find it. No, not up that high. Alright, let's do this one. I guess they're all just hanging by a thread, aren't they? No? Yeah. They all attach right at the tip of their roof. Okay, are we happy? Hmm. I'm really disappointed about the livestock. On the other hand, I wanted to get 1-star boars. Yeah, 1-star boars or 2-star. Two turnips, is that all we have? Looks like it. That's all equipment, no food there. Yeah, we weren't keeping up properly. I don't know why. I'll change my mind tomorrow and it'll look completely different, but doggone it. So, carrot soup. Is that the best we got? What we're missing is, stamina. We could go mixed and do boar jerky. Especially now that we're short on boars. Damn it. Carrot soup gives us 45. Boar jerky gives us 23 of each. A muck shake gives us 50 stamina. The sausages is not. Queen's jam. I don't think we have enough blueberries for Queen's jam. Only got 8 there, and I don't think we had any in backup. Yeah. I'm gonna move this food. to here as much as we can. Alright, we don't need any more yellow mushrooms. Don't let me bring any more yellow mushrooms home. Let's put all the food at least in the same row. Not sure why we have that 20 for me. I think we were going to do something with it. And maybe we will still. No, that didn't go there. We want to get rid of that stack of 50 and that stack of 50. Wow, why is I feel like I've gained some space. Put this back. That's just floating, that's nothing. But we'll get 2 empty slots here I don't remember having. You know, I can't decide if that's food or crafting supplies. But those are both overflow trophies, which is what this whole row should be. Let's move the overflow trophies down. With the trophies. But we're going to start filling this with more trophies. That's the downside of that. We're probably never going to use more than 1 stack of that ancient bark. But now that I've collected it, I don't have a place for it. We need to go collect blueberries if we wanted to do Queen's Jam. But I think we'll just do carrot soup. That's 45 versus 55. We're losing 10 stamina. Could be that life-saving swing. Carrot soup is mushrooms and carrots. So we got the carrots. We're gonna need some mushrooms, and I think we have some over here. So now, take one of these food items. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the spore meat, put it here, put that there. We'll put the honey here, and then we can find a new home for the scale. It's just, it's its own thing. It's unlikely we're going to get enough scales to make that shield, and I don't know if we would use it once it's made. Maybe in the Mistlands against the big guy there. Probably need more sausages. Thought we made more last time. Guess not. I'm running low on thistle. And probably running low on for me. Let's do some overflow. There we go. Now I feel like I need to rush out of the house. We've been here too long. We're going to get raided again. And I don't like that feeling. $40, $45, $45. This one's a little better. Okay. So we've got high protein and a little low on stamina, but let's get this guy needs to go. But we're short. And fine wood. We need about 300 or 400 fine wood at this point. Okay, now that we have all that food, let's make use of it. And not run around and get ourselves killed. You know, so you can beat it apart like that and get everything back. You might as well change the game and just let us deconstruct it like everything else. Okay, we've got the cart in our pocket now. Probably, we want to consolidate these tools. Not there. Huh. Did I pick them all up? No. We got a bunch of them over here. 1, 2, 3. A skeleton surprise. So see, now we get another raid. Because we stayed around the house too long. And they can come all they want. I don't think... Wow, there's a bunch of them. I don't think they're gonna do much damage to us, except for the archers. And if they start tearing up our... Well, I think we're going to have all the bones we need for a while. Just no place to put them. So we're punished for being at our house. Hey, maybe we can finally trigger our trinket. But it ain't easy. Yeah, I'll bet they are tired of fighting. Well, that's a new one. I've never had a skeleton raid before. Probably because I turned raids off. Let's say every skeleton dropped one bone. That means we dropped 50 skeletons. Oh, that would have been nice to have and use during that raid. Didn't even think about it. Looks like we got some wood out here we haven't picked up. Leather scraps and boar meat. I guess some of the skeletons had fun on their way in. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I'm Grandpa Bud. We've been raided and we're tired. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you on the flip-flop. I'm out of here. Have a great one. Thanks for watching.